head coach in her first 2 seasons with BYU women's volleyball. Heather Olmstead back in Studio B. Heather, nice to have you on the show.
Heather?
Thanks for having me.
57-8. That's a pretty good record. Did you think through 2 years you'd go 57-8?
I'm not sure I thought much other than I just really like the teams that we have each year, so it's a tribute to those players we've had.
Well, people are taking notice, including those that vote in the volleyball poll. BYU is a top 10 team in the preseason. What was your initial reaction to finding out you were a top 10 team, even though you lost 2 fantastic middle blockers?
Yeah, I think that's shows some respect from the coaches for last year's team. We talked about that with our team, a lot of what we did last year in our match, against Texas, and so we've got new kids that have nothing to do with the last year's team, and so let's be more concerned about where we finish than where we start.
Okay, so you open up at home. You have 3 matches, which is fantastic this weekend. Tell us a little bit about what fans could see in the Smith Fieldhouse this weekend with the tournament.
Yeah, so it's exciting for us to open up at home and be able to play St. Louis Saturday at 12 and then play UT Rio Grande Valley that night at 7:30 and Ohio State Saturday. I think it's just a lot of good volleyball, and then those teams will play each other, so you can catch other matches besides just ours. It's going to be high-level volleyball, excitement, and come on out if you want to see some good volleyball.
The top 25 matchup, as we just mentioned, will be on BYUtv against Ohio State. How similar is Ohio State this year to last year's team that you beat in 5 sets in Columbus?
They're pretty similar. They lost an All-American middle blocker that was a real key part of their team.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah. So maybe it'll be a good match, right? And they lost another couple of good players, and so I think it'll be similar to last year's team. So we're somewhat familiar with them, but they're great. They play in the Big 12, the Big 10, and they're a really good opponent. So it'll be a tough third match for us.
Heather, I know the Big 12 is always on the mind for me as well. You lost not only Amy Boswell, first-team All-American, you lost, Whitney Young-Howard as well. So what's it looking like in the middle as you replace those 2 really good players?
Yeah, the thing is, it's interesting if you look back at the last 3 seasons, we've lost a first-team All-American for 3 seasons, and everyone wants to know, what are you going to do? And so this is no different. We've talked to our team. Everyone wants to know what we're going to do. We feel like we've got some good options in the middle. We've got some depth there, and we're just really curious to see how that position kind of grows and develops over this season. I think they'll do a really good job.
So is there a senior who will become a first-team All-American so you can keep that streak
No
going?
pressure.
I don't think it has to be a senior. Why has it got to be a senior?
That's
Could
true.
be
I just
anybody
don't
on
want
our
you
team.
to. I don't want you to lose a first-team All-American again. Although it's great to have first-team All-Americans. So yeah, we've been asking this question and whatnot. So every year it was like Hampson, Gray, and now Boswell at this point. Yet we got to see the blue and white scrimmage Saturday. We were impressed by the talent on this team. What do you think of this team overall going into the season?
Yeah, I'm excited about the 2017 team, just kind of see how we evolve. We always just want to know how good can this season's teams be. And so one of the question marks is the middle. I think we'll get that answer as the season goes on, but I think you're going to see a good defensive team. I think people think our block's going to get worse, but the good news about our block is that we return everybody on the pin. So there's really nothing new going on in the pins, which is great because that's how you set up your block. And so our middles will be able to get blocks. With I think we have good servers, and so we're going to be a tough serving team. And then we're going to have some scrappy defenders on the backcourt. And I think that's going to be probably something our team's going to be known for is our defense.
Let's have some fun with the juxtaposition of the strength of your team matched up with the biggest concern you still have about your team.
Yeah, so the strength, I think, would be our serving, our blocking, our defense. I think the question is just offensively, where are we going to get our kills from? Can our middles, keep up and get some kills when we need them to? And our pins are returners and their experience, so they're going to get their kills. And with that comes, can we pass the ball well enough to set people the ball?
You have some talent on the pins, like you said, and I like, McKenna Miller was a third-team All-American, All-Conference player. Mary Lake at Libero there. Ronnie Jones-Perry had some Team USA time. And then the Haddock twins, starters back at setter and outside. And tragically, their father passed away recently. And I know the team has been very supportive in this process. How have you guys been able to help them in any way during this time?
Yeah, our hearts are broken for the Haddock family, for Lacey and Lindy and Tamber and Tandy and then their sons. And so it's just been really special for us to be able to bond together and support them. And we're here for them. We're here to help them with whatever they need. And our team's going to fight for them. And we'll miss their dad this season. And I think you'll see some team unity. And it's just been really special.
These are the things that a lot of people don't understand. I mean, between school and high-level volleyball, like life still goes, it still happens, and it's just like the world keeps going. Like we've got to get back up and do that. So a huge credit to you and the team and the Haddocks for fighting on.
Yeah, I think what you'll see with Lacey and Lindy is how tough they are, and they will always bring their energy and their competitive fire, and that's going to be no different this season, and maybe a little even more for them. It's going to be special to watch.
Some of the impact freshmen that we noticed during the scrimmage too. Jennifer Hampson's sister Sarah is also 6'7". She's an opposite / maybe middle blocker in the middle, 6'7".
Yeah, Sarah's doing awesome. She's playing in the middle right now, might play some opposite, and she's just soaking up everything we're giving her. She wants to learn. She's like a sponge. She's getting better every day, and I think she's going to be a great player for us.
We know that style is a big part of your game, your swagger for the entire Olmstead family. We love the jacket.
The jacket's legit. That's at the BYU store now, by the way.
Yes, it is. What's the shoe selection, though, for your team this year?
I think you guys will be happy with the shoe selection. Nike did a good job.
Okay.
The girls are saying it's the best Nike shoe they've ever put on their feet.
Wow.
What shoe is it?
You'll have to show up and see.
Okay.
It is at the Kobe's? Is it a
come
Kobe's?
see.
Show up and see.
Man,
that's a great tease,
that's what
right?
it's like to be teased.
That's a great
They
tease.
knew that. Now we got it.
Heather, let's give you some karma for the weekend.
Thank you.
And we'll be there Saturday night, live on BYUtv.
Thank you, guys. We appreciate it.
Royce Hinton, who used to work here, he works in athletics now. He's taken the Ohio State very seriously. On the schedule, it's like, it says the Ohio State. Respect the moniker, man. Right?
Fair enough.
It's a grammatical thing.
Against the Ohio State.
Yeah.
We got it. Up next.